When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass, it's Salter. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Salter. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The play action fake. That's caught. It's locked. Wide open spaces. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Breaks free. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Salter. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally own.
He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Plucks it out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Salter. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Welsh. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking for a man. It's Salter. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Buffs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Love. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the touchdown Irish. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense drags him down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Oh, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning on the Jets.
The first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the ball, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets the back moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Buffaloes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Finds him out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow, and obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver, and the defense able to come away with the INT.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete after... a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
To the air, it's Salter. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense has failed on its previous two fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Hauls it in the first down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. No hesitation. situation. No trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Motion from the back. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will give them the lead. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis to throw. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Pauling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's going to be like, hey, where's that dude?
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a catch at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on fourth down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll start this drive firing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you've got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead. Fourth.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Welch. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Off play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. to the wideout. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time...
It's a running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll move the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up to go for 2. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's well. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with a victory.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass, it's Salter. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Salter. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.